Turn your thingy on.
Music.
Yeah. Yes, please. Oh, there's my bucket. Hold on. Hello. Hello. Okay, wait. Let's get organized. Let's get organized. Okay. Hi, for those who don't know me, I'm Jasmine. You should know me. If you found me, I feel like you should know me. I'm the owner of Bloomed by Jasmine. And hey, we're going to be chatting and painting and that kind of sort of thing. Today I'm painting. I found her on TikTok a really long time ago. Like she popped up on my timeline, and like I still have like the screenshot. I had a screenshot. That was the only way to like. Oh, can the camera see it? I can kind of see it. Let's see it this way. So I had seen a screenshot or her video on my timeline, and so I screenshotted it because I really wanted to do like the flowers. So that's what we're gonna do for our first video, and we're gonna talk about some stuff. Thank you. I like how it just pops up here. Yeah, we were having some technical difficulties, so we got that straightened out now. But how are you guys doing? Are you arting or are you just watching? Are you working on anything? Well, I have like, okay, so I have, if I'm looking down, I'm looking at the comments so you don't think I'm like not looking at you guys. I have my personal Facebook, my business Facebook, a Facebook group, YouTube, and Twitch. So I have like a bunch of different platforms that I am streaming on. So today's topic is pouring with intention. Um, I've been saying this since I started resin. So usually when you start resin, you're starting with like those simple molds like coasters, ashtrays, keychains, things that you don't normally see with like multicolors or details. And so from the beginning, I never wanted to just pour one color into a mold. If you know me, you know how over the top I am when it comes to my stuff. So I never wanted to just pour things in. And I used to I still do tell my husband that I was tired of seeing people pouring without intention. So when I say that, I mean pouring like with no meaning or with no intent, like intention. So let's start with an icebreaker before we get too far in there. Mom, if you're watching, you cannot play because you already know. But so we're going to do 2 truths and a lie. So I'm going to say 3 statements and you have to tell me which one is the lie. So then, of course, the other 2 are true. So, Mom, you cannot play because you're gonna win. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Let me think for a second before I have to think of good ones. Okay, I'm ready. So, statement number 1. I used to be on a double Dutch team when I was little. Statement number 2. I just started my art journey 2 years ago. And statement number 3. My favorite color is pink. So, which is the lie? Let's see if you guys can get it. Those who know me, you can't play. Two. Okay, so family first on YouTube guest. That statement number two is a lie. That was the one I said. Um, what did I say? Oh, that I started my art journey 2 years ago. True, false, true. Do you guys know me or because I'm trying to figure out who actually is family? Okay. Man, it was that easy. I was trying to make hard ones. You guys got it. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. Number one. No, I was on a double dutch team. I honestly don't think I'd like what's the word? Like I think the one time that I was actually in a competition, and my mom could probably vouch, I got stage fright and like messed up right when I jumped in. But I was definitely on a team. So number one was true. I'm at number two. Yeah. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. All right. So, okay, let's talk about pouring with intention, especially for resin artists. I guess this is more aimed towards. So basically, I know for me and myself, and when I work, I like every piece to have meaning, every piece to be connected to me. Like it's difficult for me to take on a project that I know I have no connection to because when you don't have a connection to something, you don't care. You don't care how it comes out. You're not like a perfectionist going over the details and stuff. So for me, I know like once I started creating things that I was excited about and that I enjoyed doing, that's when I started seeing like people actually take a look and people are giving feedback and then that's when the orders started coming in. So for you guys, what are some things what are some things that have meaning for you? Like what are some pieces that you make that have meaning for you? Let's talk about that first. I'm gonna try to get this flower down. If I can scroll this way. So what kind of pieces do you guys create? I guess with resin, let's start with that first. Because I know there's some mold artists in here. We probably have some wood resin artists in here too. So what pieces do you create first? Let's start with that. So let me try this flower. That sounds like spa music, Malcolm. I think at this point I don't like starting with an idea of what exactly. So and that idea too, that's your purpose. That's why you're doing it. So if someone is not who's the customer is not coming to you with intention, like if they don't have something with meaning, then it's hard for you to have like passion on making it. And so then you're just gonna make whatever and not care and not want to post it. I've had that too where I just haven't even wanted to post it because I didn't even care for it. Trays, molds, okay, and learning canvas. Canvas is a hard one to learn. You have to definitely get your technique down. But so have you ever experienced, not having any kind of passion for whatever your client was wanting? Have you had some clients yet that were maybe not passionate themselves? I never want somebody to just take my work and just take it just to take it, like not be excited about it. I'll beat myself up if someone's not excited about my work like I am. Like if I come in a conversation like, "Hey, look, I finished your piece. Here it is." And they're like, "Oh, okay, go ahead and ship it to." No, then we're going to fix it. That's not going to work. So, trays, molds, learning. Yep, yeah, so canvas. Resin itself as a medium is such a saturated like field to be in. Like there are so many resin artists and everyone creates differently. So to find something that you really like doing and then you have to be like top of the line to be noticed. Um but I think one thing I can say that I was not passionate about before I made it was um, the Prince logo. I don't know if I'm too young or um, just I'm not into music like that, but I was never a huge Prince fan. Um, Resin is complicated. Timing is everything. Timing with making it and with posting and staying like on track with everyone. But yeah, the Prince logo, I made it for a customer, and it's not that I wasn't excited about the idea. I just thought it was like weird. I was like, that's so weird. Like she wants to hang this Prince up. Like that's weird. So she ordered it, and she wasn't sure of the size, so we ordered a small size. I made it, and I was sitting on this piece for like 2 weeks. Like it was finished, and I was sitting on it for 2 weeks. Um, and I finally showed her, and she was like, "Oh, it's so beautiful, but it's small." And I was like, "Okay, well, we can do a bigger one." So I didn't post the small one. I ordered a bigger one, made it for her. And then finally I was like, okay, I'm just going to post it because she was really, really excited about ordering it. So I posted it not thinking anything, and it blew up. I guess I didn't realize how many Prince fans there were. But that was a piece that it didn't have a connection to me, but it did to my customer. So I still did want to create something that she loved, but I feel like I didn't 100% like give what I probably should have. And so I definitely was grateful for her. And I've been telling her, like, it was you. You did it. Thank you. Really? Since you were 6? Okay, maybe that's just me. I probably was too young, or I don't know. That wasn't my age generation, I feel like. So, definitely having like passion about what you're doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be like specific products you're passionate about, just passionate about your field. So I'm passionate about resin. So resin tables, trays, coasters, like anything I make, I want it to be special. So definitely after that, I went much harder in terms of like trying to make them, you know, make the Prince fans proud, because they're very passionate, especially on like TikTok and social media. Um, that was one I wasn't really sure I needed to be passionate about, but there was like um, someone ordered a pyramid, and she wanted the ashes of her mother that passed in the pyramid. And I had seen other artists do it, and I was like, man, I feel like that's a lot, a lot to take on like spiritually. So for that piece, that's a piece that I know I was passionate about, because I wanted to make sure that I did right for her. She was having trouble with even like acknowledging her mother's ashes, so I felt like I needed to help her, and it did take a lot, but I feel like me making sure that I was pouring intentionally every single layer, um, that definitely made a difference. By the way, has anyone else worked with ashes, with resin yet? That was my first time. I was really scared, because like I feel like I did. First, I thought, okay, maybe don't use them all, so that if something does happen, or I make a mistake or something, I'm able to like recoup. Maybe I should push this so you guys can see. Um, mm, Maybe a little bit this way. Okay, I'm doing a flower over here. Not yet. Is it something you guys want to do? I think I've decided in my head right now it's not something I would want to continue doing like repetitively. Maybe like once in a while, like once every 6 months, I'll take an order that has that. Not with resin, but blowing. Ooh, putting them into a hand blown bead. That's so cool. Wait, so you blow glass? Oh, with heat. I've seen videos of that. That's amazing. So I mean, did you have a fear that you were going to possibly make a mistake and then have to, because it's not like you can, go like with fake flowers and pyramids, you can kind of go out to the store and get another one if you mess up. Um, but I feel like with the ashes, it's more, well, it's permanent. Um, oh, thank you, Tech Man. Yeah, I have to keep clicking show. Tech Man, I have my husband here, like working the tech. Oh, are they saying I can't post a comment?
Uh,
Okay. But anywho, the ashes work was definitely something that I had to like pray about, and create like that meaning for me. Um, I called like my husband and my mom right after I finished, um, because that was a lot. That was a lot, but she loved it. The customer loved it. That's what matters too. So another point that I wanted to, I did it in small sections. Oh, that was a good idea. Was afraid. Yep, you did that right. I think saying a prayer, before you start is probably the best. I mean, I feel like it not only comforts you, but like whatever spirits, are within the ashes too. Another point that I wanted to come across was, just investing in like practicing. Like, take time to get good at something, or take time to make those mistakes. I made I made so many mistakes with resin. Um, I don't think I posted all of them, but I definitely made mistakes. I've taken courses. Um, I've asked my questions. Um, so I definitely have had my share. I'm still making mistakes, as we speak. But I think that's really important with like pouring it with intention, is just making sure that you're aware that you're human and you're going to make mistakes. Um, but you have to accept that it's okay to make mistakes. So, and just that's with any field. I don't think that's just resin. Like with anything that you learn to do, you have to be okay with making a mistake. You're not perfect. No one is. Resin's not perfect, and resin doesn't care, even if you were perfect. Um, so definitely, I think that's a big piece. But for everyone who's watching, if you are an artist, what's like an art medium, um, that you feel you want to improve on? I know for me, I just started picking up, acrylic pouring. That's something I'm still like researching and watching videos and stuff. So that's something I want to get really good at. I also want to do woodworking, but I don't have space in my condo for woodworking right now. So for me, that's not it. Resin. There are so many videos now, I feel like, with resin, in classes, that start at beginner level and work up. So, you definitely have like ample, um, opportunity to learn resin. Resin's a common one that people are wanting to learn. I feel like a lot of people start, and then, they may make a mistake or something doesn't turn out right, and then they're just like, ah, never mind. I'll go back to what I was doing. What's another art medium? I'm trying to think of some other ones. I want to learn, um, other than learning from you. Which class do you recommend? Okay, so I started when I wanted to learn canvases. I took Her name is Dianca Pours. She's actually I think she's from Chicago. So she's in Chicago, but, she has a few courses now on her website. I started with her beginner course, and it had like links, um, step by step videos. So, like, it had separated videos that you basically watch in order. And once you're done with that step, you watch the next video. She breaks it down, and she also explains like why you are doing those steps, like what difference that makes from doing something else. Another really good artist that has videos is Jay Williams. That's my girl. She's her business name is Vanzini Art Studio. I'll probably try to link everything in the comments. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to write to everybody, but maybe Facebook should see. And she's actually another Black woman to own business too. She does resin work, mostly wood, like resin work, but she has a really great beginner course as well. I think I did it. Oh, I did it. Okay, so you should be able to see that. Good 20. Yes, and I've seen ads for I think is it Aga or Aga? I've seen her ads like all over Facebook and Instagram. Um, Dianca Pours is really good. So is Jay. Jay's very detailed, and her like just even in her like small little snippets, she's very detailed and precise. So that would be a great course to start with. It's a beginner course. I'm in a few groups with her, but like there's a resin group I'm in with her, and someone took her course and posted like how they were creating canvases before and then after taking her course, and it was like a drastic difference. So yeah, she has a beginner class on her website.
Boom, by Jasmine.
I don't have a canvas course. I know I need to make one. I need to make one. I don't have a canvas course though, but maybe I'll make one. I have a lot of things I want to do this year. I'm just waiting for my studio. 600 course for $99 for March. Oh, that's a good deal. Is that AGA Studio? I have like older, and that's the thing about like resin. I feel like once you start watching people's videos and how every artist like creates, you just start like grabbing different techniques from different artists. Because I feel like um, I've grabbed some techniques from Dianca. I've grabbed some from Anna Quartz. I found her on TikTok. I've grabbed some from Jay. Like I've grabbed different styles and techniques and just combined them into what I make myself. And that's the beauty of it. So like you don't have to just take one course and just be like, okay, that's it. Take different courses, see how every artist does it, and whatever works for you, just like snag it, put it in your pocket, and that's what you can use. Yes. So being in a lot of like crafting groups, I think maybe a lot of you guys are in those groups with me too. You probably notice like, okay, so I guess let me ask you first. What do you think is the difference between a crafter and an artist? It's not a joke. It's not like a riddle. Thank you. What do you think is the difference between a crafter and an artist? And then I'll tell you what I think the difference is. This flower is getting to me. Let me see if I can turn this around. I have to blow this back up. Okay. I'm going to do green. Between a crafter and an artist. Oh. I thought I poured green. I don't think I did though. No one? There's no wrong answer. Okay. So, artists take things more seriously and compassionately. A crafter normally is a hobbyist who does it for fun and money. That's perfectly said. And I think with pouring with intention, that is like the main shift that you have to do is you have to change your mindset from being a crafter who's someone, an artist is more detailed with their art. Exactly. A crafter is someone who's going to probably like jump from craft to craft. So they may start with resin a little bit, do sublimating and then switch to t-shirts, or like, so they're going to jump from craft to craft. And it's not a negative thing at all. I think I think crafters are like probably a little bit more creative, honestly, than artists. Sometimes we can get stuck in like just our mode, our zone. So definitely it's not a negative thing, but and if you're trying to change how you create, you have to change your mind from being a crafter, and kind of morph it into being an artist. She said it perfectly. Crafters and artists are both creative, but artists do their own thing in crafts. Yeah, they do. And that's what I was gonna say. In a lot of those groups, those crafting groups, you'll see like, okay, if one person posts, like, for instance, right now it's Easter coming. So one person posts like the the plastic eggs for kids that they're like making, which are really cute, by the way. So one person posts that, but then like within a week, everyone's making them. Um, so it's not a bad thing, but it's something that I feel like needs to be adjusted when you want to like change into making money, building a business off of it. Because sometimes those crafters, like the crafting that they do, if that's all they do and it's a trend, then it stops. I think resin honestly is a trend too. I would consider that a trend for sure. Um, until you know how to like tweak it into something else. Like when you start making other things that like if you start making resin purses, or you shift into making tables, or you start doing flooring, like I feel like that's when it becomes like art. They are. Yep. Artists do more original work. Crafters are very versatile. Artists can be more original, unique, one of a kind pieces. No two are. Yep, exactly. So once you make that shift, and I think it just takes a matter of like, I don't think you have to like stick in one little bubble. Like you just have to do resin art. Like you can still do different mediums and use different art mediums, but you just have to be willing to like sit into that art medium, practice, learn, like not become a pro, but become like somebody that you're like, okay, how long have you been doing this? Once you question how long I've been doing it, that's when I know, okay, maybe I'm a little good now. So um I feel like with resin, I was just not that I was tired of making the resin items, but I just wanted something new. So I started looking up acrylic pouring videos and studying just like the way they poured the paint, how they were flooding, moving the canvas, and I was like, I'm gonna start. So Jay definitely helped me too. She was like, go ahead, do it. So she helped me with like a recipe and stuff and showed me where to get it. But definitely just I believe with artists, it's more personal and it's difficult to duplicate their style. Very true too. That's very true. So I'm not saying being a crafter is bad. I just think if when you want to make that shift into um, having that business that's like booming, I'm not quite there yet, but that business that's just booming, that you make something and it's out the door, definitely have to shift your mindset. Thank you. I wish it showed me. This thing doesn't show me like who it is for Facebook, at least, because probably because I'm in a few groups, but it just says Facebook user. So I want to like thank you, but thank you. But that was what I wanted to discuss today. What are some questions that you guys have about just, I guess, either the topic pouring with intention or just in general? It could be about resin or what I'm doing now. I know you can like barely see. I was trying to get my little flower over here. But what are some questions you guys may have? I'm trying to practice like I feel like I don't I okay, it was Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. I don't show my face a lot when it comes to like the art stuff. Like especially lately, I think I've just been posting content. Um Honestly, it's just it's more difficult for me to feel presentable to show me. with the art than to just like show the art. So that's what I've been doing. But it's also about being comfortable in front of the camera. So I'm trying to do that. Oh, okay. So I am making, let me move this stuff out the way. This is a huge canvas. It's like a 24 by 36. So this is the model, I should say. I found her on TikTok. She's so pretty. So I zoomed in and like I'm only doing half of her face, like that kind of. So right now I was painting or trying to. I don't even know if I'm gonna get you to see, but I was painting like this little flower. Oh, I got an idea. If I bring it back, no, forward, you can kind of see it right here. That's my little flower I've been working on. I know I was trying. My canvas is huge, so I can't really fit it. Wait, do you know her on TikTok? I don't. I didn't even look at her name. Wait, let me look at her name. It's I think it's and Angelus Evil, Angelusville. She just looks cool. So I have her afro. I still have to do some details on her afro, but they were trying to see the flower, my little flower over here.
Can you help with it?
Yes, please. My little flower is working on. Because it's like on the corner here. You want to lift it this way? It is huge. That's why. Oh, would that have been easier?
Probably.
I like making things difficult. Oh, you could see now. Oh, that looks cute on camera. I probably should have tried to figure out a way to get it on camera this whole time. So I was just painting this flower the whole time. And so it's just half her face. Look how little my hand looks with like how big this is. It's just half her face, and I'm gonna do some detail on here. I'm gonna fill her hair with flowers. I'm not sure about the background yet. Maybe like just solid color, or if I would have thought, I would have did like an acrylic pour and then did like this on top. That would have been cool. But thank you. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. So I have some time. There's this artist. She has her own gallery in Tennessee, and she's like accepting like pieces, and it has to be at least like this size or bigger. Black woman, black love, just black art. So I was trying to see if I can maybe get a submission. Um, I don't know. I haven't painted seriously in a long time. I like once I picked up resin, I just never put it down. So and I don't mind. I think I still have a little bit of like skill with it. So I'm just practicing at this point. I bought two of them. They were like buy one get one free at Michael's. So I bought two of these canvases, and this is my first one. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. Thank you. I We'll see. I think it's always scary to like try to put yourself out there. So I'm gonna try though. Add them together. Oh, the two canvases. I thought about that. Like the other canvas being the other side of her face, and then it's just like this huge canvas. Um, I would be so particular though if her features didn't line up exactly. So we will see. He's gonna be happy to hear that. My mom, you have an excellent cameraman. He was over here freaking out when it wasn't working right. Step out on faith. You're right. It's scary. That saying that's like if you're scared, do it with fear, or if you're fearful, do it with fear. That's like what I've been living by the past like month now. Look, I can't reach. This is so far. Okay. But that is it. Do you guys have any questions? My mom. Do you guys have any questions? about art or business or something that I can answer. I was so scared to do this. I mean, I think I'm still scared at this point, but I was scared to like talk. I don't know why. I talk all the time. Like I talk too much, so I don't know why. Yeah, he likes that. That you said he's a good cameraman. Once we have our house, we're gonna have more studio space, a whole setup. So that's what I'm excited about. But I'll keep doing these live art streams. I'm gonna be doing it twice. Packing trays. Okay, okay. I'm gonna be doing the art live art stream twice a month. It's gonna be on the second and fourth Friday, 8:30. The kids are asleep, so it works. um, and okay, packing trays. Um, that's really hard. So one thing I can definitely recommend is don't just pack them in a bubble mailer. Your best bet is to pack it in a bubble mailer, put that into like a box, and insulate some kind of insulated box. In the beginning, when I packed trays, I broke, or two arrived broke, three arrived broke. So after then, I started using Uline. Um, easy to record talking than on lives. Yes, you're right. I like if I do a YouTube video, I can record myself talking much easier and much more comfortable than I can on live. Live is like I mess up and you hear it. But but yeah, so packing trays. Before I was using those insulated boxes, I think you remember probably seeing in one of my videos that had the foam that was like attached to the box. And like I said, those were so expensive. It worked perfectly for my aesthetic of my business, but it was too pricey. So what I can suggest now, I did it with the butterfly tray recently. So when I packed the butterfly tray into the bubble mailer, like I had bubble wrap and foam on it, but I put a piece of like box, like like the flap of a box, cardboard into the mailer with it so it can kind of like remain flat and then have that extra like support. So I put that bubble mailer into a box and like of course wrap that in bubble wrap and foam. Um, but I think the boxes that are, what are they called? That you like close and it like tucks into the box. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But the ones that you close and like tuck in, I feel like those are more or less easy to crush than like the boxes that you just like tape up. So maybe try to see if you can find some that work in your budget. I know Uline has 25. I think you have to buy 25 of them for $2 a box. So it came out to like $65 before shipping. That was really good for me, at least for now. So yeah, those boxes that you just tuck in. And also Uline's bubble mailers are very sturdy. Um, I don't feel like getting it, but it's very sturdy. The bubble wrap inside of the mailer is really sturdy. So try that, but try putting like some cardboard under the tray to have some support so that I know you guys know how UPS, FedEx, and USPS stomps on people's packages. That cardboard can help a little bit. Um, Another idea too, because like I feel like sometimes my trays would break back then because like the handles, it's something that's like protruding off the tray. So you could remove the handles and just have the customer, if they're screwed in, because mine are screwed in, but if they're screwed in, you can remove them and have the customer do it. So it's just like a flat thing you're shipping. Um, Hi, AJ. I got here late. It's okay. Uline warehouse right by my house. I have one right by me too, but they ship like when I order something, the Uline ships from like, what is it? Wisconsin, because I'm in Illinois. So there's one right by my house. Like I can see it by my son's school, but like they ship from Wisconsin for some reason. So I don't know. I'm like, I could just pick it up right there. Thanks, mom. Thank you guys for coming. Any other questions? I'm like trying to get these flowers right. I feel like, I don't know. You don't want them to look like cartoony, but then you don't want them to look like, I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm just gonna keep adding to it. Layers and layers. But that's all I had for today. You see, I have to reach like across this huge canvas all the way, all the way. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining me tonight. Um, since that is all, I'm going to wrap it up. And I will be back on March 25th. That will be the next Friday of the month. So March 25th, I'll be back on either arting or just talking to you guys. And then April, I will actually have an artist here. I'm not sure if I should keep it a surprise. I think I'm gonna keep it a surprise. But I will have an artist that I'm talking to and we're chatting about stuff and it's gonna be really exciting. So I think you said something about submitting your work. I know. I'm going to do it. I just have to I'm working up the nerve while I'm making this. Like that's my intention. My intention is to submit it by like making it. Um Thanks for the fun chat group. Thank you for coming by. Thank you guys. But yeah, that's it. So wrap it up. But thank you guys for joining me and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.